Ladies and gentlemen, now it's Too Late with Alan Mosley.
Yeah. I mostly heard you that time. Yeah. Guys, welcome back for another episode of It's Too Late. I am your host, Alan Mosley, joined as always by the number one producer in late night. That's right, it's Dave Willimowski. Dave! How are you doing, buddy?
Okay.
Yeah, no. Well, you put up your hand. I thought you, I don't know.
Oh, no, that's fine. I was just trying to be modest. I'm doing really good. I'm happy. Life's great.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Well, why don't you just rub it in? Why don't you? Jesus. Everybody in chat's like, oh, look at me. I'm Dave. My life's perfect. I make blenders of my basement. God.
Yeah.
All right. Listen to this. Dude, it was 80 degrees here today.
That's stupid.
Yeah. You know what that means? We're about to have some winter tornadoes.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yep. Or as my granny used to call them, the starms are coming.
The starms.
Yeah. Because the letter O was forced on us by the carpetbaggers, so we don't use O. Storms.
I didn't realize that was an issue.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
funny.
Not an issue. Look, it's not an issue for me. Look, it was a different time. All right. Got some big news.
Oh.
This is it. This is the week. If you tuned in, like, I don't know what the first episode was of the year, like right after January 1st, if you turned in and said, oh, I can't wait for that live event announcement, and then you kept waiting, and then you kept waiting, and then January turned into February, and then like it was almost March, and you're like, well, I guess they're just not doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The 5th annual It's Too Late live show, coming to you June 3rd of this year, just a little over 3 months away. Oh my God, it's that time again. We need attendance from you, the viewers, for this year's live segment of It's Too Late with Alan Mosley. Aaron's sharing the links in chat. You can go and RSVP. I think we've got like a whole weekend of festivities planned this year, but the big event is June 3rd. It's going to be in beautiful downtown Columbia, Tennessee. I think we're actually just telling everyone to RSVP, and the tickets are free.
Yeah.
Tickets are free.
On us. We're doing so good.
But also, there's the link to donate.
Please donate.
Yeah, right.
We will never financially recover from this.
Yeah. The donations that we get on that second link when you RSVP from the first link determines whether or not you're going to get like a 3-course meal at dinner or we're going to Crystal's.
Ooh.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's just do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Let's just... All right, forget it, guys. We're going to Crystal's. Just ignore all that stuff that Aaron posted. Well, but we have to get everybody to RSVP there at the link so that we know how many people are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really important. How can we... Oh, you know what we can do? We can motivate people with that sappy video we made of last year's event.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. Play that. What the hell was that?
I don't know, man.
Just making it up as you go.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got.
Look at those people.
Hey!
Taking a break from all your worries
Half
sure
of these
would help a
pictures are
lot.
just, look how tall Seth is.
Wouldn't you like to get away?
Wait for it, it's
What a
coming.
cult.
Yeah. Look, there was women at it. It's crazy.
Juggling.
Ryan and Seth are different species. Danny, the Tennessee hot sauce guy. You drinking Mountain Dew. There's Gary.
That nut.
Drinking hot sauce. I don't know who that is.
Oh, this
Waffle House? Waffle House.
Lyle.
Look at everybody.
Even the guy who took the picture.
Yeah, that's the gang. I gotta say, remember, so first of all, what a great time that was. We had so much fun last year. That's why we're doing it again this year. But I gotta say, we all went to Waffle House the day after the event as kind of like a big send-off before everyone left town. And the people at Waffle House were nervous, I think.
Oh, they should be.
Yeah, they seemed uneasy by 2/3 of the whole restaurant being taken up by this one party. Yeah.
They all seem to know each other.
Because you don't get seated at Waffle House, you just go and sit down. So when they saw 80 people just walk in and sit down in the corner, they're like, okay. There was this girl named Ireland who was working there at Waffle House that day, and it was like her first day.
Oh yeah,
there.
okay, I remember her. Yeah.
I went by there. She's still there. We didn't scare her off.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah.
She's gonna be. Yeah, she's Waffle House material then.
Yeah, but maybe she'll have like PTSD when we come back on that Sunday. She'll see those people, from her first day.
No way were we the worst thing to happen to her at Waffle House.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I mean, she didn't have to get into like a fist fight with any of us, so
yeah,
it's probably fine. But anyway, let's take a look at some of the news. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine is in the news. Governor DeWine paid a visit to it's not Palestine, by the way. Don't say
what?
It. It's Palestine. They call it East Palestine, Ohio.
Really?
Yeah, they call it, yeah. It's dude, it's a whole
never
thing.
heard.
But anyway, you can take the video right here. Governor DeWine paid a visit to East Palestine to assure residents that their tap water was perfectly safe to drink following the train derailment that poured tons of toxic chemicals into the local environment. Look, they even brought a black person, so it's pretty interesting. You know, do you remember? One. Yeah, I mean, it's Ohio, you know. So you remember how, like, when they were rolling out the jabs, it stopped everybody's heart, and then all the politicians took, like, videos of themselves getting the jab to say, look how safe and effective it is. But of course, that could just be saline mixture. Like, we don't know that they're actually taking the jab, right? Like, they could just, it could be anything that they're doing. It could be all be staged. So, but I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Governor DeWine actually did drink the tap water. It wasn't staged. And so bravo to him. Credit where credit is due. Do we have a picture of Governor DeWine? Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, look, it's fine.
It's fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he British?
I don't know. You know, see, this is why you have to get your wisdom teeth taken out.
Yeah, you get all crowded.
Yeah. Did you get your wisdom teeth taken out?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I remember that was fun.
I still have mine.
That's why you're so wise.
Yeah, and just in pain all the time.
Oh, that'll
just angry.
So you should have, but you did. Okay.
Okay. Well, all right. So hold on. No, what happened is I didn't have any money, and so I was like, well, I'm not gonna go get my wisdom teeth taken out. They won't do it for free. You know. No. And so one day, I happened to be this is a true story. This was a long time ago. This was like, God, how long ago was this? This was 15 years ago, maybe. This was a while back. I was actually teaching at a school, and they had a day where, like, some dental assistants came in. Like, you remember how back in your elementary school days there would be that day where they would check all the kids for lice and do all that kind of BS? They brought in dental assistants to, like, just check out the kids to make sure that they, you know, didn't have, you know, I don't know, tusks or something growing out of their heads. Yeah. And so me, an intellectual, I actually say, hey, excuse me, kids, one moment. And I just skip the line as
shoved them by their heads.
Yeah. And I said, hey, you know, talking to the dental assistant who's there for the children and not for me.
I like that.
Yeah. And I say, hey, I've got my wisdom teeth. Is that okay with you? I mean, like, is that okay with you? I don't know. Is that all right? Because I don't have any money. And so this lady actually goes, well, I mean, at the end of the day, if it's not causing you any trouble and they all came in straight, you know, then it's fine. Like, you know, like, you're not going to die or anything as long as there's room and you're not, you know, you don't get lockjaw or something. And they came in straight. And I was like, okay, but what, when you say came in straight, is sideways, but sideways the whole way? Is that straight?
Oh, like a solid, like 45 degrees or 90 degrees.
Yeah, because, so the one on the top right looks like a tooth. The one on the top left looks like a tooth. The one on the bottom left looks like a tooth. But of course, this wouldn't be an Uncle Alan story if it ended there. Mm-hmm. The one at the bottom right is like
just sideways. That's neat.
Yeah. And towards his brethren, you know, like towards his brethren.
Oh, not out, in.
Okay. No, he's not a loner. He's like, hey guys, what's up? You know.
He's bringing it in. All right.
Yeah. He's not invited, and they're like, oh shit. You know, we talked too loud about the time and place, and now, you know. I always kind of thought I would get rich and successful from doing a podcast, and then I would go do something about that. So long story short, I still have my wisdom teeth, is what I'm... Yeah. So now, the next time somebody asks you, hey, you guys still do that show? What kind of viewership you get? Your answer is, well, Alan still has his wisdom teeth.
Oh, yeah, that'll be...
Yeah, that'll answer it.
That's the sign. All right.
Yeah. What happened? None of this was in the monologue. What the hell happened?
It's a good story. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad. Like, if it enriched you in some way, then it was worth it.
I love learning more about you.
All right.
Feel closer.
Speaking of learning more and feeling closer, check out tonight's sponsor, which is Fox & Sons Coffee, which you can find at foxandsons.com. Promo code ITL for 18% off your order of $25 or more. Shipping's always free for over $37.99. I actually have some of the...
decent.
This is the Den Blend 2 Electric Boogaloo. See that? Yeah. Oh my God.
Me too.
Yeah, I bet your bag's getting a little bit light though, because you've been using it.
Ooh. Yeah, check it out. It's down to the bottom. That's where we're at.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well,
so there's that there.
Well, listen to this.
We got a little bit more.
Steve Fox over at Fox & Sons Coffee was actually so happy with our ad reads and so happy that you liked the coffee that he said, you know what? I'm going to send him some more.
I'm stoked.
We only have sponsorships on this program for Dave to get samples.
Mm-hmm. I'm here for it, man.
Yeah. If you guys go to Fox & Sons Coffee and buy some, then Dave will get to feed his kids for another 3 days.
Coffee beans.
Yeah. You can eat them. We proved it.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
Yeah, except for the little ones that just been bouncing off the freaking walls because all they eat is just concentrated caffeine. All right. So anyway, that's Fox & Sons. I don't really have like a really inflammatory statement to attach to Fox & Sons today. I don't know. We could probably come up with one. I know one. So if you did get coerced into taking the jab, all you got to do is drink Fox & Sons coffee, and it actually restructures your DNA back to its original form.
I heard that. I thought I saw it on the bag.
Yeah.
Maybe it was on the website.
Well, it says don't be scared. So.
Oh, yeah. So there you go. Yeah.
Yep.
Makes you shed all those spike proteins.
Mm-hmm.
It's science.
Yeah. He gave me a whole bunch of bullet points of stuff I'm supposed to read, but like this is,
they're in the show notes.
Yeah. Well, family-owned business. He's from Michigan. He's teaching his sons. Use the code. Shipping's free on the big orders.
So much wholesome shit there.
He does. By the way, he does say special limited time blends. I want to know what that is. What's the special limited time? Yeah.
You got to know somebody.
Steve, if you're listening. So last year, Danny from the Tennessee Hot Sauce Company, when we had our big annual live event June 3rd, he made us a special hot sauce just for the live event. It was called It's Too Hot with Alan Mosley. Top that.
Yeah. No pressure.
I'm throwing, that's the challenge.
But you won't.
No, he won't. He won't do it.
He's scared. Just like on the bag, it says don't be scared. He's scared.
Yeah, exactly.
Too much of a challenge.
It's self-fulfilling. Yeah. All right.
Fox & Sons. It's good shit. See? That's the tagline that he put on there.
We're trying to clean up the program.
Oh. I'm sorry.
I haven't said a curse word all night.
I said like 3.
I know. And I was trying to just be like, oh, he'll catch it, but no.
Nope.
Because you've had too much Fox & Sons coffee. Which is foxandsons.com. All right. And finally this evening, former President Donald Trump is back in the news. Do we have a picture of Donald Trump?
Oh. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, there he is.
The man of Peel.
See, his teeth are nice.
Yeah.
See, he had his taken out. Trump unveiled his plan to end crime and keep Americans safe. It's this multi-bullet point plan to end crime plus keep Americans safe. I want you to take a look at this plan right here. This is the breakdown. Invest in hiring, retention, and training for police officers. This will increase vital liability protections for law enforcement officers. So, in effect, they want to strengthen qualified immunity because that's what we need. That's what we need is when you see the 5 cops in Memphis beat a guy to death, we got to make sure those guys are taken care of. You know what? We do need to make sure they're... All right, the next one, return to stop and frisk.
Oh, my goodness.
This is how you could tell he's a New York Democrat right here. Return to stop and frisk.
We need more
Look at
profiling.
Listen to this, guys. This guy ran as a Republican for president. Remember, this is a Republican. Strictly enforcing existing gun laws. This guy's a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
Strictly enforcing existing gun laws. Cracking down on the open use of illegal drugs and cooperating with ICE to arrest and deport criminal aliens. So he's doubling down on the drug war on top of everything else. This is a guy that a bunch of Republicans are walking around saying that they want for president, who wants to enforce gun laws and up the ante on the war on drugs. Wait, hold on, just really quick. Dave, can you pause this really quick? Ryan says, and I had a good viewer mail question. Ryan, we're in the monologue. You got like a few minutes. Get in there. Do it.
Oh, his internet's broken. He can't watch.
Do it. You won't. So, all right, somebody type in chat. Ryan, do your viewer mail. It's not too late. All right. President Trump will take on the radical Marxist prosecutors who have abolished cash bail and refuse to charge criminals. By the way, those are the types of things you may think that sounds good, but what they're really saying is that he wants to make the federal government rule supreme over every state. Just so bye 10th Amendment. This is Republicans are all before that small government, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Instruct the DOJ to dismantle every gang, street crew, and drug network in America. Oh no, CIA. Oh no.
Oh.
And the FBI. Oh dear.
Just
dear
dismantle
me.
them.
The
Take
ATF.
them apart.
Yeah, that's about the only one I can get behind. But he didn't name them though. It's weird.
No.
Yeah.
He can't.
Deploy federal assets to restore law and order when local law enforcement refuses to act. So send in the troops. Send in the troops.
Wow, this is terrifying plan. I'm lucky. I'm glad he's obsolete now. Then nobody cares.
Order the Education and Justice Departments. The Federal Department of Education shouldn't exist. To overhaul federal standards on disciplining minors. What the hell?
Oh, got to beat the kids.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Because it's their kids, not your kids. And finally, sign concealed carry reciprocity legislation, fully secure the border, increase interior enforcement, and wage war on the cartels.
Wow.
That's probably going to cost, I don't know, maybe another $10-15 trillion to the national debt to do all that shit.
And not have any valuable...
The worst part about all of that is that this is clearly a huge government leftist. All of that is a huge government leftist. And if the election were tomorrow and it were down to Trump and Biden, there'd be 60 million people who call themselves conservatives that would vote for that guy. Mary, we're going to miss you too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Dave, I think you should run.
Yeah, I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. I don't want that shit.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Guys, we'll be right back with the meme of the week and the viewer mail right after this commercial break. Don't go away. Show, everybody. I gotta do my fortune cookie because, as I told Dave in the pre-show, I need a new one.
Yeah,
this one's not working out.
I
don't know. The last one was some bullshit about different things coming my way. It was right. It got way worse. So I mean, it was technically correct. But anyway, I need a napkin or something. I tore it. Shh. Does that mean it doesn't come true? I don't know. Look at this. This thing's ripped to fucking pieces. Look at that.
How'd you do that?
I don't know. Someone's been chewing on this. I don't know. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to pause the show a second. Like, not literally. If you stop recording, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
But I know that the camera won't pick this up really well, so I'm literally gonna take a picture of this with my phone, send it to Dave, and then Dave, you're gonna blow it up on screen so that people can see that I'm not bullshitting you when I tell you.
Messenger.
Yeah. Hold on. This is perhaps the most poignant one of these I've ever gotten in my life. All right. There's the picture. This is worth it, you guys. Please stand by. Anyone that knows me knows that this is legit. I guess I'm going to send it. There we go. We'll do that. First of all, Dave, when you get it, you read it. Yeah.
Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Oh, wrong way.
Oh, that's perfect. That really fits.
Oh, come on. You got to keep talking. Carry the show.
No. I ain't got to do shit. There you go. That's perfect.
All right, I'll just do it. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
The
volatility of life is what makes it fun.
That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of excitement going on for you right now.
Yeah. How did it know? How did it
did.
know? I like how Ryan's trying to follow along even though he doesn't have the stream. He's basing it on chat to know where in the show we're at.
He's a trooper.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Anyway, so whatever. There's your Powerball numbers. All right. Hey Dave.
Yes, Alan.
What time is it?
It's time for meme of the week. Oh.
When your Uber driver arrives, but you're probably safer driving drunk. Got a racism in there and sexism.
Yeah, double whammy.
Yeah, but where's the lie though? You know. But we do have a bonus meme. Check out the bonus meme. Oh, it's the high suicide rate bears.
Oh. Oh.
Man.
Wow.
We don't tell any. It's all true. You know, like, don't get mad at me. I'm not the one who, kills myself because I'm a crime against nature,
Oh, communist. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, sure, Dave. Yeah, sure. Oh my God. You know what? We better answer the viewer mail because this show's getting off the rails. Yeah. Still doing a show? All right. Our first question tonight comes from Celeste Annis, who writes, Dear Alan and Dave, what is the best item you've ever found at a thrift store or garage sale? Dave, you guys do a lot of thrifting and garage sales?
I have I go to a lot of thrift stores for like work clothes, things I'm just going to take in and ruin. And then sometimes I'll find stuff that I actually keep, like you can get a pair of Levi's for like $15 or something. And it's like, even if it doesn't fit me, I'll get them for somebody I know. But I got a pretty sweet Death Row Records t-shirt at a thrift store that I'm pretty excited about.
I'm sorry. Now people in chat are describing to Ryan what's happening on screen.
He requested that. He specifically requested.
Okay. All right. Good. You know what? I can't remember ever being in a thrift store in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fun. You got to try it
I mean,
out.
but I have been
Smells
to
weird.
garage sales because down here that's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's all the time. There's garage sales everywhere.
Pick up some
Um,
guns.
I did like I remember buying some Nintendo games at a garage sale, like
Oh,
way
that's
way
sweet.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I actually saw this the other day. I'm barely old enough to remember. Um, People have been complaining about the price of video games going up. Like it used to be, like the brand new game would be like $50, and then it was like the brand new games are like $60, and now
Oh.
every now and then you'll see a brand new game that's $70. Like I think like the
Oh.
brand new Call of Duty that came out was $69.99 when it debuted, and people were saying, "Oh my God, games are getting so expensive. How could they charge that for a new game?" Dude, when I was a kid and like, Kmart said, "Oh, we got the new Nintendo game in. It's
Yeah.
Mission Impossible or whatever." That shit was like $200. Those games were expensive. Do you remember that? Remember how they used to have like those little plastic cards that would show you the title, like this game, because they wouldn't let you touch the games. Are you kidding me? No. You had to
You're going
you had
Toys
to
R
flip
Us,
through
yeah.
the little catalog and say, "I want this one." Yeah, like at Toys R Us. Those
Mm.
games were expensive.
Yeah, I never got new games when I was a kid.
Yeah, when the NES was brand new, NES games were expensive. I mean, of course, you'd think adjusted for inflation, it'd be that much more because this was like the late 80s. In the late 80s, Nintendo games were like $100. Imagine spending $100 on one of those like jank games that did it in code right, and you couldn't even get the ending. And that was $100 in like 1988. So in today's money, that's like $246.
$500.
Yeah, $246,000. Yeah. Oh my God. So you guys don't even know. So Celeste, there you are. You got to have story time
Oh.
about Nintendo games. Andrew Avery writes, "Dear Alan and Dave,
Oh, good.
are cow puns utterly ridiculous? It's amazing that the audience understood that he spelled utterly with D's instead of T's.
Oh, you can
Like
hear
they
it.
knew that without seeing it. That's amazing."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. It's amazing. Andrew, I thought we were past this, though.
He just won't stop.
No. I also feel like he's said this one before.
It feels
Doesn't
familiar, but it is
doesn't it?
like a, it's a
Mm-hmm.
it's a tried and true pun.
I feel like chat is behind where we're at. Like they're reminiscing about Kmart.
Yeah.
I mentioned Kmart, and now I don't know.
Yeah, they just left the show
Yeah,
mentally.
they're going to look for Kmart. Did you guys have a Kmart?
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of them, like three or four of them.
You had 3 or 4. What the hell?
Yeah, we still got an empty one down the road here.
You couldn't make do with a Kmart. You needed 3 or 4 of them.
No, yeah, it was like Walmart. We had one on each side of town, one in the middle, one down south.
I forget that you guys live in a like city hellscape as opposed to God's green country.
Small city hellscape, but
We had one Kmart and we got by, We
we
made
liked
do.
it.
Yeah. Well, I never said we liked it. All right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Kmart has
They got-
all the boiled custard, Seth. Hey, Seth. KYS. All right. So, hope to see you in June. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for Seth because Seth is going to get here and then.
Shut up!
What the hell are
Whoa.
you doing?
What
Is this
it?
even my show
Oh.
anymore? All right.
Something happened here. That got
Yeah,
scrolled
could you
down.
just
Okay.
Yeah, here, let me just go ahead and fix things for you. We
All right,
don't
thank
have
you.
some uh-ohs. All right. People are still narrating. Alan tells Seth to end his own life. No, what I was gonna say is I feel bad for Seth because Seth is gonna get here on June 3rd, and he's gonna show up to Puckett's, and then it's just gonna be 45 minutes of look how tall Seth is.
Yeah.
Seth, the easiest thing to do it's like being a celebrity. The easiest thing to do is just go ahead and go around the room, visit every table, let everyone take their pictures, and say things like "How's the weather up there?" and then you get to sit down and have your meal. But don't do that with Dave though. Dave, I think you've made Dave feel uncomfortable.
I don't like it. I don't like
Yeah.
it one bit.
Yeah. Now you felt what others feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah. All right. Jonathan Cranza writes, Dear Alan and Dave, do you play any phone games? If so, which ones? Dave, do you play any games on your phone?
Oh, we got games on my phone. Yeah. I got a new phone recently. I got it for myself for Christmas, so it can actually handle games. So I'm playing like some kind of crowd mob control thing where you fire people at the bad guys, and it's fun. Yeah, that. But I still go back to solitaire. I always like solitaire. It's mindless. I can listen to my podcasts. That's mostly what I do.
So it's like Angry Birds, but they've just moved on to just humans.
Yeah, they fire humans. Yeah, out of a cannon.
My.
Mm-hmm.
I did get this one really cool game. So if there's this game called Tinder, where it shows you a bunch of women and you swipe determined based on which ones you would have sex with.
Well, that's an interesting game.
Yeah.
They build like a psychological profile of you through it.
Yeah. That's what it's doing. So if you swipe left, then you're saying, "Excuse me, ma'am, I don't believe that a normal-sized raft would support both of us. So no, thank you." And if you swipe right, you're saying, "You should bring my seed into fruition."
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it fun?
Got to be honest with you, it's mostly left.
Yeah.
Because well, it's going to be a lot tougher dying alone. All right. Suzanne C. Sherman writes, they need to lose some weight, Dave. That's just what they got to do.
Yeah.
Look, all right, guys, look, I'm sorry. Quick break. Men get to be fat because we do other things like die young from wars and
workplace accidents.
Workplace accidents. But women can't be fat.
Yeah.
No.
Sounds fair.
It's only fair. I feel like
Women
we've hit.
Are in fact demented. They are dangerous people.
All right. Suzanne C. Sherman writes, I'm so happy that Suzanne is the next one.
Yeah, she's the next one.
Yeah. Suzanne C. Sherman writes, Dear Alan and Dave, do you like egg noodles?
Oh.
Do I like egg noodles? Oh my God.
Do you have strong feelings about them?
Yeah, I like egg noodles, sure.
But I mean, you have strong feelings about them, or
you're ruining the bit. Jesus fucking Christ, Dave. I was going to do this whole thing where I was like, oh, egg noodles, and then I would say, yeah, I like egg noodles, sure. But then you just have to keep going in on it.
I really needed to know.
If you'd show up to the pre-show like before 3 minutes before the show's about to start,
I got it all in control.
Quit talking about your furnace for 5 minutes. All right. Anyway, here in a second, I'm going to see Lyle's message pop up. Alan is yelling at Dave. All right. Yeah, egg noodles are pretty good. Do you like egg noodles?
I mean, what else are you going to put in your chicken noodle soup?
I don't know. I'll tell you what I used egg noodles for. Is I used egg noodles with like a beef stroganoff type of a thing.
Oh, I should try that. I've never made that.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. All right. Add that to the list.
The cooking with Dave.
Yeah. 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 Man, I was there that night. People wanted to see some blood. This is some aggressive audience members.
I was ready to give it to him too.
All right.
I was in that sweet spot.
Tom Arnold writes, when I put it in the sweet spot there. I'm sorry. Tom Arnold writes, Dear Alan and Dave, Jimmy Carter, humanitarian or just another has-been politician? How is he still alive?
Yeah. Well, he's keeping busy. You got to have purpose. Otherwise, I
swear to God, it's Jimmy Carter and Henry Kissinger that every single time a news article pops up and says, Henry Kissinger said this. I'm like, how did he say anything? He's 400 years old. He's still alive, dude.
I thought like he was an old-timey book character. That's a real guy that's still alive.
Yes.
I don't know. It just sounds like a name from
Secretary
like
of
the
State
1800s.
Henry Kissinger
Oh, okay.
is in fact still alive. Yes.
Oh, that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
No, Ryan, I haven't done your question yet. Lyle Durio writes, Dear Alan and Dave. Lyle Durio, a.k.a. the closed captions, writes,
Yes.
Dear Alan and Dave. So did dinosaurs really happen, or what's the deal with that?
I love that question so much. I laughed so hard when I saw that. What's the deal with that?
Actually, I will tell you what. So dinosaurs actually did really happen, but you know how, like, in popular media and movies, like, you think like Jurassic Park, and then you see all these different breeds of dinosaur, and they all roar and devour people, like the T-Rex goes wah, and it's all loud and intimidating. So they've said that that's probably not true.
No, yeah.
So, like, because we do know that, like, modern day birds, like chickens, used to be dinosaurs.
Oh, they're loud.
And so they've said that dinosaurs probably squawked and had beaks. But then if you think if you think of the T-Rex from the original Jurassic Park, but you think of him having a beak, and then when he walks out of, like, the electrical fence and first looks at all the Jeeps, if he just went wah wah, like that, then it would it'd be like, what the.
And his head snapping back and forth as he walks.
You just throw a fucking rock at him. It's like, get out of here, stupid faggy dinosaur. That's what I don't know. That's what I do when I see chickens and birds. Yeah. I just get out of here.
Throw rocks at them.
Just throw rocks at them, dude.
It's fine.
God, I want to throw bricks at rich people.
Oh.
That's a different story. All right.
Yeah. It's a different part.
Aaron Kentner writes, Lyle, I hope this helps. Aaron Kentner writes, Dear Alan and Dave, what is your favorite type of Asian food? Chinese, Japanese, Thai, Vietnamese, etc. Oh my God, those are all different people? I thought they were just Asian.
Yeah.
Don't they all just eat rice and do math?
I don't really know what they eat. I'm pretty sure it's not the stuff that they sell at the restaurants here.
That's an interesting point. The shit that they're watching you eat is not what they eat.
No. This is like McDonald's, like they're serving us Big Macs.
Yeah.
Traditional Chinese.
They're serving Asian Big Macs, and they go run a 4K and eat some rice or something.
Yeah.
We eat the Big Mac, and they just laugh. They just laugh. Yeah.
It's delicious though.
God, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it trouble you that probably 85% of our entire live event weekend is just eating?
No, that's what I go there for.
Okay,
Mostly.
I just wanted to make sure. Like, I didn't know, like, if there was people coming there, but like, are there going to be any activities other than stuffing our faces? No.
Yeah, we're gonna do some rock climbing.
Yeah, right. We're gonna go on a hike. There's a lot of good places to hike around here, though.
Yeah, if you're into that.
I've heard. Shit. Yeah. If you're into. Yeah. All right. Gary Dykstra writes, Dear Alan, Gary, are you coming this year?
Oh, I hope so.
Better be.
That's a good dude right there.
Gary says, Dear Alan and Dave, would you ever consider asking for Meme of the Week submissions?
Oh.
Dave and I, we discussed this back on Monday. I said that we should do one of our community streams where we just do a like, you know how, like, on Twitch they would do Twitch plays, and it would be like Twitch plays Pokemon or Twitch plays, whatever. We're going to do Twitch plays It's Too Late with Alan Mosley, and chat will just put the show together. And then it'll be they will put the show together on Monday, and then that Wednesday night you and me perform the show that chat wrote on Monday.
It's like a Mad Libs.
Yeah, but like not joking around. Whatever show they put together, we'll give them the template, that I send you. We'll give them the template. They fill it out, and then you and me do the show like straight faced, 100%.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I think we should do that. I think that would be really cool.
I'm a good actor.
All right. It is true that Celeste did, in fact, suggest Mad Libs. But,
yeah, she did.
But I saw that suggestion and thought that's really gay. But this is like super advanced Mad Libs, Celeste. Yeah. So
You don't get any other words.
Yeah, so we'll everybody give Celeste credit for the idea. All right. Thanks, Celeste. Ryan Seifert writes, Dear Alan and Dave, do you believe Russia is justified? Nope, Ryan. Thought you were going to get us.
Shut the fuck up. No one cares. Know your fucking place. Trash.
No. Apparently, it's the 1 year anniversary of the invasion. All I'm going to say is that the war would have been over right now if it wasn't for the United States. And if you're somebody carrying a Ukrainian flag in your profile saying the United States should send a whole bunch of money and arms to Ukraine to continue the war, all you're doing is making sure more people die before it ends. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that's happening, is more people get to die before it just ends. It's like World War I revisited. They did this stupid thing where when they finally signed the armistice, they what was it, like the 11th hour of the 11th, day of the 11th month was going to be the end of the war. When they signed it like that, all they did was just make sure more people went and died, as opposed to just saying, let's just end it right now.
Yeah.
No, let's end it at this ceremonial time so that more people die this week. That's all that's happening. That's all that's happening.
Yeah, I'd
All
be
right.
bummed if I was that guy that died in that week span.
Yeah. I've seen All Quiet on the Western Front. That's me. It's what's going to happen. I'm going to make it, and then I won't. That's what's going to I just ruined the movie for everyone in the book who people... All right. He dies. D3 writes, Dear Alan and Dad, is it gay to kiss the homies goodnight?
Oh, that's troubling.
Dave, you got to talk to that boy.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, still accept him.
No. Shit.
Yes.
I'm just saying you should talk to him. That's all.
Yeah, it's gay.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's gay, and also, don't be scared to just talk to your dad. You don't have to do it on viewer mail. You just
On the internet in public.
yeah, just Actually, you know what? Talk to your mom. It's probably better. All right. And finally, this evening, Mary Lynn Wilimowski writes, Dear Alan and Dave.
Oh no, I didn't see this one.
Do you get anxiety about defecating in public restrooms?
Oh,
Are you one of these people that can't go unless you're in your throne?
no, I can do it anywhere. I'm fine with it. I mean, I don't really like it. Like if I'm in a quiet like Walmart bathroom and an emergency came up, and there is actually somebody else in there, and it's a loud one. I mean, I don't love it, but yeah, we're all meat sacks. We do this.
Mm-hmm. Not me though.
No, Alan doesn't poop.
No.
Perfectly efficient metabolism. No
Yes.
waste.
Yes.
Like American Psycho.
You may not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. That's right. All right. Okay. I don't know if anxiety is the right word, but it's not my preference, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, your example was Walmart. So first of all, what are you doing there? Get out.
No, you got
Get out. It's just get out.
Actually, my favorite part is like I went alone. I took the 3 kids with me, so I got the 2 younger ones. One's a girl, and then emergency strikes, and now I have to negotiate. Like, who am I leaving outside? Am I bringing them all into the stall with me? Am I just going to let them wander around the dirty men's room alone? So a lot of questions you got to answer.
Mm-hmm. The little ones haven't spoken in like 6 months.
Yeah, they're Damaged.
Yeah. All right. Boy, that was. Now we're getting to have story time with Uncle Dave as opposed to story time with Uncle Alan. Yeah.
Parenthood can be really exciting.
Yeah. Your stories are dirty, but not in a good way. Like,
No, not in a fun way.
No. Well, the show's almost over, so we better go ahead and do the rest of it.
Oh, okay.
All right. We'll be back to talk about the Rage Against the War Machine anti-war rally right after this commercial break. Your ad could be playing right now, reaching thousands of potential customers. Sadly, it's not, but it could be. Find out how to be an advertised sponsor for It's Too Late with Alan Mosley. Email us at info@alanmosley.tv. All right. Literally, while we have been live on air, we've got 2 more tickets for the live event.
No.
Yeah, this is actually kind of looking a little rough because we're gonna run out of space.
Yeah.
It kind of took us a long time to figure out what we were gonna do for the event, and it's already falling apart before our very eyes. So
Good thing we got a late start. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did want to talk about something that's kind of been going around the Twitter world a little bit. So this past weekend, there was a anti-war rally in the Capitol, in D.C., right out in front of the Lincoln Memorial. It was called the Rage Against the War Machine rally.
Oh.
Dave?
Oh, you want that?
Sure. Yeah, why not? Yeah, it even says it right there. Neat.
That's it.
So that was actually this past weekend, and oh my God, the amount of speakers they had was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, we can't even sit here and go through all the speeches and all the speakers because there were so many. Jesus Christ, you can see a list of some of the speakers right there.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. There was an absolute ton. Of course, Scott Horton was there. Multiple people on that list have been on this show.
Like Ron Paul.
How about you just ruin this whole segment?
I see him up there. I just saw him.
I know you do, but then what comes after this is there may even be some speakers that you guys would recognize, such as, oh, look at the next button, Dave. No, the next button, Dave. Oh, look, it's...
Oh, that guy. Whoa.
Yeah.
He's getting older.
Wow. You can't just call Ron Paul old.
I didn't call it. I said older. Like he aged like everybody else does.
No, not me. He's timeless. All right?
He is.
Timeless. Did you know that, believe it or not, that was actually Ron Paul's triumphant return to the steps of the Capitol? He hadn't been there since he retired.
Really?
Congress. Yeah. Like, he's been in the D.C. area, but he hadn't been there since then. Yeah. And so he went back after how long it's been, 10 years, to give an anti-war speech.
Well, he left with a lot of rough words for his colleagues.
To give an anti-war speech in front of the Lincoln Memorial. Hell yeah, Ron Paul. So they actually had sort of like a pseudo-official list of demands for the event. I want you to take a look at the list of demands they made. Take a look at that. Number 1.
Yes.
Not one more penny for Ukraine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we can all... I'd like to think we could agree with that. Number 2, negotiate peace. We're not sitting here debating who's right and who's wrong. We want it to be over. Just in the war. Number 3, stop the war inflation. Number 4, disband NATO. Hell yeah.
Woo!
Number 5, global nuclear de-escalation. Number 6, slash the Pentagon budget. Number 7, abolish the CIA and military-industrial deep state.
Wow.
Number 8, abolish war and empire. It kind of just keeps on getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Pretty soon it's going to be, launch Barack Obama into the surface of the sun. Number 9, restore civil liberties. And finally, number 10, just as the icing on the cake, how about we free Julian Assange? Why not?
Yeah. Well, we're at it.
Yeah.
With all these other reasonable requests.
Yeah. While you're while you're throwing rocks at the CIA agents, tell them, hey, you let Julian out there now.
Just let him out of there.
Just let him out. Yeah, that's right. But really, the reason why I wanted to bring this up, because the rally's already happened, and it was fantastic, a lot of great speakers, was the fact that I don't know who to attribute this to, because this was like a month or two ago, back when they were really announcing all the speakers and all the plans for the rally, kind of, getting everyone excited to get out there that this past weekend. Someone had made the public statements to say, I want you to pay attention to the coverage of this rally. Because if there's ever an anti-war rally with even a shred of dignity or respect, there will be elements out there, whether they're feds, whether it's the regime press, whatever it is, there will be elements out there that will work overtime to try to delegitimize the rally. If it's a good anti-war rally, you can just know as sure as the sun rises, there will be people trying to tear it down. Just people. Just bots. Just people in social media sphere. They'll be trying to tear it down. And sure enough, wouldn't you know, the rally happens, and the end of the weekend and this entire start of the week has been nothing but people complaining about the rally, saying it was all crackpots, saying it was all conspiracy theorists. They were all anti-vaxxers. They're all Putin apologists. They're all Russia supporters. They're all racists. Oh. They even took some pictures. They had this guy out there with a Russian flag, and who, by the way, was with another group. Like he wasn't with anyone at the rally.
He wasn't there for the rally.
So, of course, the press just so happens to roll in, take a whole bunch of pictures with a Russian flag in the background, and then they all they tear out. And sure, funny enough, the Russian flag also seemingly disappears right after all the cameras leave. Funny that.
Oh.
And then they use that propaganda and paste it. You could be on Reddit, you could be on Twitch. Rachel Maddow covered it. Rachel Maddow, of all people, actually covered the Rage Against the War Machine rally. But of course, it was only to cover it, talking about what insane kooks they all were. And oh, look, they're Russians. Oh, look, they're racists. Talking about how all of the speakers were Putin apologists. It's like, okay, name one. Name one of these speakers who is saying, Putin's right, we should join the USSR. Name one. Of course, they can't. They don't know anything about any of these people or what they said. Because it wasn't about anything they said. They're just doing their job, right? Their job isn't to report on it. Their job is to tear it down. And it reminded me, this is something you guys might remember. Do you remember back, I think it was the 2008 election cycle when Ron Paul ran in 2008. I remember there being a Republican primary debate in South Carolina. And, of course, Ron Paul had some really great debate moments in all the years that he ran. But I'll never, ever, ever, for the life of me, I will never forget when they had the primary debate in South Carolina. They asked Ron Paul a token foreign policy-ish question. Like, let's listen to this kooky old Uncle Paul about what he has to say about the wars. And he gave exactly the kind of answer you would expect Ron Paul to give. He talked about empire. He talked about nation building. He talked about exhausting the treasury to police the world and how this goes against good economic sense. It goes against good policy. He talked about blowback. He talked about foreign interventionism. He talked about creating more terrorists instead of less. And he ended it. This is what I'll always remember. He ended it. This is Dr. Ron Paul, a deeply religious Christian guy, speaking to a supposedly deeply conservative Christian audience in South Carolina. He ended it with talking about the golden rule, and how it should be applied to nations as well, as that our nation should treat others the way we want to be treated, the way we treat our neighbors, the way we want them to treat us. And what do you think happened next? The crowd booed. A chorus of boos. It drowned out the moderators. They had to ask the audience to pipe down so they could continue with the debate, because they booed and booed and booed him talking about the golden rule. And I'll never, ever, ever forget that.
Yep.
I don't know why that reminded me of that, but I don't know. I mean,
people hate peace.
This was 2008, so I would have been 22. Most of the people in the audience were like middle to older age. So if we could take heart in anything, it's that statistically they'll all be dead before us.
Yeah, we got that going for us.
We do. Well, I'm glad that I could assuage your fears then.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I think we're out of time.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
All right. Let's think we should finish the show then?
Yeah, let's get this over with.
Jeez. You know what now? Hold on just a second. What's
so we
the
can
problem?
have fun in the after party.
Oh, you're not having fun anymore then? Is that what you're trying to say?
I
It's
just-
you and
I'm
everyone else all of a sudden. All right.
It is.
Guys,
It's
we're
happening.
going to be back to wrap
Shit.
If you're enjoying tonight's show, consider supporting the program by becoming a member of our Patreon. That's over at patreon.com/Alan Mosley. Like our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Alan Mosley TV. You can follow me on Twitter. It's twitter.com/Alan Mosley TV. Subscribe to our YouTube page. It's youtube.com/Alan Mosley TV. Also, we're on Odyssey. Go and support a free speech platform. It's odyssey.com. It's Too Late with Alan Mosley or Alan Mosley TV. But if you're more of a listener than a watcher, get us on Spotify, Google, iTunes, and more. Thanks to Anchor FM. It's anchor.fm/Alan Mosley TV. But also don't forget, use promo code ITL for 18% off your orders of $25 or more at Fox & Sons Coffee. Shipping's always free over orders of $37.99. That's foxandsons.com. Dave, do you have a final thought?
I always have a lot of fun. I enjoy this. I enjoy our time together.
I just noticed that Aaron's trying desperately to get all the copy pasta out.
Yeah.
As fast as he can, as it's relevant. Okay, so listen to this before we go to the credits. We got two more. Two more RSVPs. No, excuse me. 4 more. Jesus. 4 more. So we've gotten 6 during this show. So if we average 6 an hour between now and June 3rd, we're going to need a bigger venue.
We're going to need some donations.
We're going to have to look into Titan Stadium, I think.
Well, that'd be right. That'd be so stupid.
You know what would be great is that we would get 60,000 people to come to the show, but we would still just set this bullshit up on a stand in the middle of the stadium. We wouldn't have a bigger stage. It would still just be this. And you
everybody behind the set can't see anything.
Yeah, we wouldn't have any money, so it would just be you in a computer chair over here with a stream deck. And they would just be watching the Jumbotron. Yeah. That'd be great. All right. Guys, thank you so much for watching another episode of It's Too Late. And we will see you next week.
Are we doing the thing?
Are we doing it after? Yeah, we're...
Well, we have to now. We didn't say we weren't going to.
Well, we didn't do one last week.
Yeah, I guess we own one. and we can actually read the comments and see what the hell they're talking about.
Oh, Carl actually paid for his RSVP ticket, unlike some people. As in everyone else. Ryan, I'll heckle Alan while
sold.
Dave pins me to the ground.